Okay, so today is day one of training with my coach. It was supposed to be a few days ago actually, but some mix-ups happened. We got the timing of it wrong, and then he had something come up last minute, so we just decided to push it back a few days. So today's day one, and then I have another one a couple days after that. So I'm a little nervous, not quite sure what to expect, but I think he's gonna probably go through my form, look at my existing technique, and just give me some different cues, but we'll see how it goes. I also have my stuff packed where I'm going to, how do I flip this? Can I flip this? No, I cannot. I also have my bag, you can see all my camera gear and stuff, so let's get this.
I've never noticed it.
I said it was probably like that, like in lockdown. But he doesn't believe me. He's like, I would have noticed it. And I was like,
That's such a,
alright, let's make this one fly. You good? Would you jump up to like a 410? 365 to 410? Or would you do like a 365 or yeah. It's not that mad.
Is it fancy? I like it.
What's that?
The gear. It's really cool.
Yeah, 410. I gotta turn that. Calvin! Hey, you out of here? He loves it. He loves it. Alright, yeah, so for this one, we'll just keep it like the exact same of what you've been doing. And then the following two, I may give you like, whether it's a cue, free lift, or various lift. But right now, just do the exact same thing. Don't think of like squatting different. And even when I give you three times, you squat differently, Alright, let's see it. That is quick. I don't need to see like an extravagant brace.
Okay.
Just because it wasn't a problem here. Just in terms of like how you're breathing.
Yeah.
I just want to stay this part of your back. And as you're kind of bracing into the belt, I want you to feel like right underneath your shoulder blades, kind of squeezing that lat, almost like bending the bar here. I don't need those elbows to. Text me when you get home.
See ya.
I don't need to see those elbows kind of moving forward like that, because if you do that, you may get some like eventual like tendonitis or overuse just from the sheer weight of it.
Gotcha.
Because we want the wrist wraps. Your wrist, just but you can see here, like my wrists are getting kind of janked up. Which, if I have wrist wraps and they're tightened properly, so in terms of how you know if your wrist wraps are properly, it should be pretty hard for you to move. Okay, so if they're too low, you'll be able to move freely. I want them to be up so that it's kind of stiff. Because then instead of the weight of the bar being on your joint, it's going to be absorbed by the wrist wrap itself.
Gotcha.
Okay. So the one thing is just as you're bracing, just as you get that breath in, I want to see in that left, just that very subtle. Just here, I'll even point to it here. Just as you're bracing, like right here, just kind of like tighten up together. Yeah, like that. So you get that kind of compact position in there.
Okay.
And then you're not having any pitching or anything like that, but that's going to enable you to push your back into your bar a lot more assertively coming out of the bar. Okay? Alright, we'll do that here. So that feels. Yeah, so it's probably going to feel a little bit higher than normal. We can play around with that as we get deeper and deeper into it. Okay. So yeah, you just want those wrist straps to absorb the force of the bar as opposed to the mic joint being kind of absorbed a little bit.
I need to use those too. A little bit, yeah.
It's not the best one.
Alright, so just that subtle cue of that brace.
I bet I got you.
See, dude? Big text when you get home, eh? It's warm out there. Okay. Good brace. Good drive. How does that feel there?
I felt a lot tighter up top.
Yeah, I can feel that you're like, I'm a lot more upright, so it's like, I think it was hard for me to hips back. See it? It's hard for me to feel like that hips back motion from the like just breaking in the squat. Because I think the only thing that we can kind of tie into this, but we're going to focus on the brace today. But you do have like a slight bend in your knees to start, and what they're going to just be an asshole with is just you straightening and locking up with the okay? But even as we squat, I want the joint that moves, the joint that initiates the movement is going to take the movement. So if I initiate a squat with my knees, then my knees are going to take the bar is going to travel more forward onto my quads, okay? Which is fine with like a higher bar squat, say like with a weightlifting squat. I don't want the full range of motion. I'm going to be squatting less weight, but it's not about weight with, it is obviously, but it's about speed with weightlifting. When I'm squatting maximal load, all I need is depth, bar is going to be lower on my back, and I'm going to want to use more of my hips. My quads are obviously going to be used, strong quads are not going to, they're obviously going to be a great attribute, but in terms of how I squat, my legs are locked, then I'm going to initiate with my hips, and it's not going to be like all exaggerated here. It's not going to be like this and then knees. It may even look like I'm doing it at the same time, but we want the hips to be very slightly first so that I can drive and dominate with the movement with my hips extending through, because this is a lot more muscle than this. Okay? Alright. So we'll do one more of that. Let's just focus on the brace, get a little bit more comfortable with that. Don't worry about the knees or any of that shit. We got a lot of time to figure that out. Just worry about that. Just think about that brace. Okay? Alright, last one here. Looking very good though. So very smooth. typically, so this is like 225, you probably do like a triple or something here. Okay. So let's do that here. And then we'll do another, we'll do similar. We'll change the feet after this, okay? But now just focus on that unregging, dragging it out with your armpits. Alright, so the first thing that we're going to adjust with the legs is just the sheer, how much tension you're including. Leg tension, 5, 6, 7, 8. In terms of, don't think of the numbers counting down, just start at like a 5, then a 9 on your chest, and then 10 initiating the press. So, or drive harder when you're pushing that bar up. So max tension when you drive, okay? Alright.
No coil.
Let's do 2 reps like that.
Okay.
Alright, so let's set that back, and then I'll push the legs up. So more forward, Very good. Alright. Now I'll help you with the underhand here. So give me a breath in. Okay, then load that spring here. Alright, so it should have felt really heavy. But what I want for that initiation to be is right now, you're initiating it straight up. I want that initiation to be straight down. And you see how like that, just that control of like, oh, like I'm done.
Yeah.
That was it. I wanted to be like, oh, all right, like that's it. Yeah. I don't feel like a surprise that like this is already over because you had so much floor there on that one. Like you can see like that drive of it was so much more aggressive. Like that was a lot more. So that's good. And I want that like, and it may be harder to see within the lift itself, but I want you to be able to have that confidence of loading that spring up. Because I think if you look back and you can see like, okay, how did you move it before? You're so tight, the only thing that was moving was a bar. But now, like that last one, you can see how like the kind of tension, how you were loading, you're screwing your arms into the bar. You can get into some like, you want to bend the bar like this, you want to do whatever, but it's like, it's just a matter of you're holding, screwing, loading the spring, and popping the clutch and driving up. All right.
Yeah. Yeah.
have a strip of tape or we can just have a strip of tape there, and it'll make it feel so much effing better. So I know I have some, so I'll go grab some. You can put 5 kilos. Okay, we're gonna do 2 singles here. 2 singles here.
Yep. Bit better, yeah. Still getting used to it a little bit.
Yeah, the hardest thing is just going to be to keep that kind of jam pack position. We'll try the other one with switch.
Okay.
And I just want to see what what them arms do. I just want to see what those arms do. You can take a little bit of time. I need to go right now. But I just want to see what those arms do in terms of if we can keep it nice and straight. You know, they may not. But I